Have you heard about plagiarism?
Plagiarism, what is that?
It is the wrongful use and publication of anyone's language, thoughts, ideas, or expressions, and the representation of them as one's own original work.
What kinds of plagiarism are there?
Plagiarism can take on three forms. There is cheating, non-attributions, and patch writing. For instance, cheating is either purchasing or borrowing of another's work and passing it off as your own original effort. This even includes self-plagiarism.
Self-plagiarism?
This is the use of one's own work and passing it off as an original effort somewhere else. Most classes expect you to put effort into anything you turn on, and merely passing off something you did for another class, for example, is wrong. Take this video. I could not use this video for other classes unless I admitted that this was originally made for my EdX 501 class and will only be used as part of an assignment for at least one other class.
How can we stop this kind of plagiarism?
This is not only the easiest to commit, but it is also the easiest to prevent. Simply don't do it. There are websites that teachers can use to identify any papers that have been published online and that are identical to what a student has turned in. Even taking a sample of a student's paper and placing it into a search engine can be an effective means of identifying potential copies. This method is simply too easy to identify to be pulled off successfully for very long and teaches the student nothing. Next we have non-attributions.
Bless you.
I didn't sneeze. I said non-attributions, which is the failure to give credit to another's work that is used within your own. This can be done by either not citing the passages used within your work that were borrowed from another source while still including a reference page, or vice versa. It usually includes doing both.
How could someone forget to cite another's work?
It can happen quite easily, which is why citing one's work needs to be stressed early on in every class and explained well. Each student needs to understand how to cite any material they use from another source within their work, even if it isn't a direct quote, and how to create and include a reference page for every work they create that uses another's ideas.
What about patch writing? What is that?
Patch writing is using another author's writing and changing a few words, then presenting it as your own. This isn't the same as paraphrasing, which is restating another's words as your own. When paraphrasing, you may use a few of the original author's words, but they are rewritten into your own statement. However, patch writing takes the original author's words and simply rearranges them with only a few words changed. Essentially, it is little more than an inaccurate quote.
So, how do you prevent this?
Patch writing is the most difficult to prevent, especially if the document is very technical in nature, since the student may not know the right words to use to rewrite the original author's statements into one of their own. One must always remember to use their own words whenever they produce a document that they plan to present as an original work. One good method to use to prevent this, or any other type of plagiarism for that matter, is to use an online plagiarism checker, such as the one found at plagiarism.net. Sites like this one can be used to check one's work to ensure that it isn't too similar to another published document. If the percentage exceeds 10%, then one may wish to look over their document to see where they can reword it to reduce that percentage.
Hopefully this can help prevent students from committing acts of plagiarism.
That is my hope as well. Good day everyone, and good luck in all your future pursuits.